You still have time to get today's Delmarva Life Daily Deal, and today's deal, 50% off a computer tune-up at Short Lights in Milton.
And don't forget, you can get the daily deal on delmarvalife.com or download the free Delmarva Life Daily Deal app for your iPhone, iPad, or Android. And as always, you can get our great deals right in the palm of your hand.
Hey, congratulations to Audrey Corbin of Pocomoke, our winner yesterday, who took home $250.
Now, earlier in the show, we asked you what other famous TV show was recorded on the set of The Price is Right. It was the Carol Burnett Show.
Yes, it was. And congratulations to our winner today, winning $250. Don't miss out on your shot to win tomorrow. By the way, if you want to take Lisa and I to lunch. Okay, so it is time to find out where Brian is this afternoon.
And so far, he's given us 2 clues about the town, and here they are. A 38% increase in its population from 2000 to 2010.
And it came about because of its location.
So where is he? You want to take a guess, Jimmy?
I'm going to take a shot. I think he's in Berlin.
Berlin.
Based on the location thing, because I know there was a lot of history as far as that area and settlers coming up through that area.
I'm going to guess somewhere closer to somewhere close to Shoreline because of the population growth.
Okay.
So I'm going to say Ocean Pines.
Ocean Pines.
All right, I had a feeling that the whole population growth clue was going to throw you guys, and that's exactly what it did, because Jimmy and Lisa, this afternoon, we are in Sussex County, and we are actually in the town of, we're going to have the camera pan this way, we are in Georgetown, standing in the infamous circle. You can see the cars going around, so if you hear any horns beeping or cars, that's what the noise is. So here's a little bit about the town, some background, if you will. Georgetown is the county seat of Sussex County, but that wasn't always the case. Lewis used to be the county seat after it was discovered by the Dutch in 1631. Now, it stayed that way through much of the 18th century. Then people began to complain, or they weren't too happy because it was too far for people who lived in the western part of Sussex County to travel all the way to Lewis. So on January 29th, 1971 to be exact, the Delaware General Assembly passed a law that would centralize the county seat. Now, to make a long story short, the town of Georgetown was eventually laid out. It's centered around the infamous circle where we are standing, and as one of my clues says, its centralized location helped form the town. Now, Georgetown is known for many things, one of which is something called Return Day. The event is held every 2 years. When Georgetown became the county seat, people had to travel here to find out the results of the election. Clearly, that's not the case anymore, but the festivity of Return Day is still celebrated every election year. Now, Georgetown is roughly 4.1 square miles in size. As I said in one of my clues, between 2000 and 2010, the town's population grew by 38%. Roughly 6,400 people called Georgetown home, and one of those people is joining me now, Michael Wyatt, who is the mayor of Georgetown. Mayor, thanks for joining us today. So the first thing, I had just mentioned that in a 10-year period, Georgetown saw a 38% growth in its population. Why do you think that happened?
Well, I think a lot of it is because of the location. 16 miles from anywhere in Sussex County, the federal buildings, the county buildings, the state buildings. People are trying to get a little closer to work, I believe.
And the other thing, too, you said is that this is a very family-oriented area. You came here several years ago, brought your family.
Yeah, as evidence, I mean, you go to the Little League Park, you'll see grandparents watching their grandchildren play. It's not a hurry up and get out of my way, I'm on vacation. It's a really laid-back, family-oriented town, and we're very proud of that.
And that's what makes it so attractive for people to come here to visit or to live. We also talked about Return Day. Obviously, nowadays with TV, the internet, cell phones, we get our election results instantaneously. So Return Day really, it's not the purpose that it once served. But why do you think it's still celebrated?
Well, we're the only town in the nation that still celebrates this. It's pretty unique, as people have come to see. They'll come to see Return Day. They really enjoy it. In other words, it's a good idea. It's a good place for a party, and they do party very well in this town. It's a lot of different organizations put on a lot of work, a lot of effort to put Return Day on. but it is well worth it. It's a pretty unique opportunity.
So Georgetown is keeping that tradition alive, and there's always a reason and always an excuse to have a party,
That's
basically.
it.
All
That's
right.
it.
Mayor White, thank you so much. We
Thank
really
you.
appreciate it. So Jimmy and Lisa, there you go. Sussex County, the town of Georgetown. The two of you were wrong. I kind of figured that you would. I made the clues a little harder this time around. We'll send it back to you guys in the studio.
I just want to say I was going to say Georgetown.
I'm sure you were. I'm sure you were, Jimmy.
Yeah, sure you were sure that I was.
Well,
Thank you, Brian, for that.
I almost got it right. Well, no, I didn't. I got it
I'm
right
going
earlier.
to start paying him money to give me the clues to figure out where he is. So, you know. Well, thank you for watching Delmarva Life. Be sure to join us tomorrow. We don't live in Tornado Alley, but we do see twisters here on Delmarva every now and then, and that means it's always good to be prepared. What you can do to possibly save your home and save your life later.
And you know, some of us like to relax with a nice glass of wine. Getting the wine from the vine to the glass is a fascinating process. I got to help out Layton's Chance Vineyard and Winery with the bottling process. It was fun, but let me tell you, it was exhausting. We'll show you what's involved.
And WOC's Charlie Paparella stops by to let us in on some of the travels he's working on. As you can imagine, he's going to have a few other surprises up his sleeve.
And don't forget, if you missed any of today's information, just visit delmarvalife.com. Delmarva Life, life at its best here on Delmarva.